Hi everybody, Martyn flicking feathers again today. Tying another wet fly. This is the Charlie McClean. It's a Hebridean pattern. Works very well for the wild browns. Well worth having in your box. It's a good low light fly. As always, I will put a materials list in the description, along with a link to the Patreon page for anyone that wants to support the channel. Get access to the members only content, as well as being entered into the giveaways and getting access to the monthly Zoom sessions. You can also just subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified of the new videos. That's all appreciated. So I've got my hook and my vise. It's a size 12 B175, and I'm just starting some Blick Uni 8/0. I'm going to take my thread right to the back, and then I'm going to catch in a wee bit of silver holographic for the tag. Now, I've seen this fly tied with and without the tag. Up to yourself. I don't know what the sort of original dressing is, but it doesn't really matter, you just tie it how you like it. So I'm using holographic, but you can use flat silver as well. I just like the holographic on this part, and I think it works quite well. Just a wee bit of super glue on the thread there. I'm just taking this up 2 or 3 turns. Got to tie it off, and I'm just going to run forward, keeping this controlled for half of the shank. Or so. Come up a wee bit further, then the rear section is going to be, and catch this off. Now you're ready to catch in your tail, which this is, we've got 10 strands here of Glo-brite number 7. Just going to catch that in. Just go back and touch and turns. Keep the tail, make sure it's right on top, and make sure your thread turns are touching and you're making a nice smooth base. Right, the back half of this body is tinsel, so you're going to want nice and smooth. Now I've just cut that, it's a bit of shank length. If you want it a wee bit shorter, fine. I wouldn't go any longer. Rib, up to yourself. Oval silver or silver wire. The wire's stronger, so you make your decision. I'm going to tie this in so that the waist piece is about 3/4 of the shank, right, which is longer than the tinsel section is going to be. Right, it just means that any tapering happens in front of what's going to be visible. I've got another bit of silver holographic. Catch that in as well, and then just take your time, go forward, make that nice and smooth. You don't want any bumps, right, or twist. That's what makes your underbody, that's what makes your tinsel body nice. It's the underbody. If you don't get this right, you just can't make a nice tinsel body. It'll be all over the shop. Now for durability, I'm going to get a wee bit more super glue. Very little, just a light, very light touch. And then going to take this forward, touching or slightly overlapping turns, it's up to you. And as I say, go beyond, so that's probably the point there, the tinsel, the visible tinsel will end. But I'm going to come forward another couple of turns, tie that off, and this will mean that I'm going to tie back over this, and it'll be like the tinsel body will just disappear into the hackle without any joint. So take your rib, take a full turn at the back, and then come up. Now again, I'm just going to continue the rib as though I was ribbing all the way up to here, then I'll tie back over it. That way you've never get any gaps, you know, it's this a seamless joint. Catch that off, and then I'm just going to tidy everything up, get some wax in my thread, a fair bit, because I want this tidied smooth area to be a bed of wax thread. It makes winding the hackle go much better, because the wax is very slightly grippy, and it means that the hackle doesn't want to slip. Now I'm using a white hackle, this is a genetic hen, it's a whiting. They've got the colour's really good on the genetic hen hackles. If it's white you're after. Bit short, but as I said in another video, that you're kind of struggling for the size at times. And that will do it. So I'll just come in. I'm going to tie this in with the tip, and I'll probably get the whole fly, or I'll only need, this hackle will do me for the front as well. So just catch that in. I'm not going to bother folding this back because there's loads of wax there and it's a nice tight grip. Just make sure you're starting exactly where you want to start. I don't want any bare thread behind the hackle. And then start to wind it. Just fold it as you go. Just double the hackle, drop it onto the point. And I'm going to do about a third of this front section in white. Set about there. Trim away, and you can see that there's plenty of hackle left. Although I might get one a wee bit longer. We'll see what I feel like. Just got to use a wee Indian hen. And it should be longer than the white. I think the fly fish is better when there's that wee sort of dark like fringe sticking out. So I'll tie this in by the tip. Again, I'm not going to fold it back. I'm going to take my hackle pliers because there's less of this hackle, and I want to get all of it on the fly. So just the same thing, I'm just going to fold it as I wind it. And you can see there it's just that wee bit longer than the white. I mean, if you don't like that look, then make it, use a shorter hackle, but I think that will be to the detriment of the fly's effectiveness. You've got to think about when it comes to wet flies, you're always thinking it's movement and light. How's the light reflecting off the fly and how's it passing through the fly? And you've got this wee sort of halo, if you like, of the red game when you tie it like this and it's longer, and I really think it does make a difference. Now, I'm just got to see if I think that this is long enough, and I do, that's fine. Which is nice. Sometimes I would go, these hackles sometimes they're a bit too level and they don't flare enough towards the base, so you need to get a bigger one. Not the end of the world, of course, but it's nice if you can just get the fly out of one hackle. Just the same again, just fold this and get it on. And I might only get 3 or 4 turns here. And then my 4th one there. That's looking quite good. So that's 4.5 or so. And I'll just catch it off. Now, because this one's at the front, it's better to fold it back if you can. It gives you a cleaner head. I'm just going to form my head. Nice and clean. Break that away. And just whip finish. Turn my weight. Get the varnish on. There you go, there's a Charlie McClean. Very effective fly. As I say, good for these sort of low light conditions when the light's poor. The silver picks up any available light, the white picks up any available light. And also you've got the kind of contrast there. That dark hackle in the middle. It's a good fly. So I hope that was useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Thanks guys, bye.